Every photo, message, and password you own lives inside a building you've never seen. This is a data center. Thousands of computers stacked in rows, working without ever stopping. Each rack holds dozens of servers, and each server stores millions of strangers' memories. Your data isn't floating in some cloud. It's physical, stored on spinning metal disks or flash memory chips. Open one spinning drive, and you'd see a tiny head hovering over a polished platter. That fragile arrangement is where part of your digital life genuinely physically exists right now. Now picture how much these machines hate heat. They need constant, powerful cooling. Servers run hot constantly, packed tight, drawing enormous electricity through bundles of thick cables. Heat, electricity, and plastic packed together, that can create conditions for fire. It feels absurd. Your wedding photos depend on a windowless room not catching fire. One spark in that room could threaten a copy of something you treasure. So here's the unsettling question. Can your data survive the destruction of its machine? We've found where your life lives. Next, let's watch what fire actually does to it. Inside a server rack, a single capacitor overheats, glowing hot, while neighbors keep humming, unaware. Many fires begin with electricity. A loose connection sparks, arcs jump, insulation melts and ignites. Backup batteries store enormous energy. When one fails, it doesn't just burn, it can erupt. Once started, fire feeds on what surrounds it. Plastic cables, plastic casings, miles of fuel. And here's the cruel twist. The cooling fans meant to protect servers can also feed the flames with oxygen. Rows of racks stand close together, so flames can spread aisle to aisle quickly. But these buildings aren't defenseless. Hidden sensors sniff the air, hunting smoke before humans could. When smoke is found, the first defense often isn't water, it's the air itself. Special gases flood the room, lowering oxygen just enough to smother fire while sparing equipment. Why not just water? Water and live electronics together can cause severe damage too. Some centers still use water, but in dry pipes that fill only when needed. Walls are fire breaks too, thick barriers built to box flames inside one room. Layer after layer, detect, starve, contain, a whole hidden war fought in seconds. But every defense has a breaking point. Batteries can outburn gas, walls can fail, so a question lingers in the smoke. Are these defenses truly enough to save your data? Suppose the worst happens and a center fully burns. Next, we follow what survives. The fire claims the racks, but somewhere far away, copies of your data may already exist. The secret is replication. Every file is often written to several drives at once. If one drive fails, its twin keeps working, like spare tires already mounted. But what if the whole rack dies? Copies spread across separate racks, not just drives. Engineers go further, separating copies into different power zones with independent cooling and circuits. Yet a single building can still burn entirely, so copies travel across whole cities. Geographic distance means one fire, flood, or quake can't erase every copy at once. This layered defense reflects a principle engineers live by, the simple 3-2-1 backup rule. 3. Keep 3 total copies of anything you truly cannot afford to lose. 2. Store them on 2 different kinds of media, so one technology failing isn't fatal. 1. Keep one copy completely off-site, far from whatever might destroy the rest. Big providers automate much of this invisibly, copying your uploads across regions before you blink. So when one center burns, traffic quietly reroutes to a surviving twin elsewhere. This is why a fire rarely means loss, if your data was never truly in one place. But replication isn't free or perfect, so what can still slip through these defenses? In 2021, a real European hosting fire in Strasbourg destroyed servers for millions of websites and databases. Some customers recovered instantly, others lost everything, and the difference wasn't luck at all. Many assumed their host backed everything up automatically. That assumption is dangerously, expensively wrong. Hosted data lives on the company's machine. Backed up data exists somewhere completely separate and safe. Customers who paid for replication across regions watched their sites reappear within hours. But others kept only the single included copy, sitting inside the very building that burned. Replication has limits too. A configuration mistake can copy corruption to every location at once. That's why true safety means independent backups, separate systems that won't break together. Experts follow a simple rule: 3 copies, 2 formats, 1 stored far away. You can apply this at home. copy precious photos to a separate drive and the cloud. Businesses test their backups by deliberately destroying systems, ensuring recovery actually works before disaster strikes. So the fire never decides your fate. The choices made beforehand quietly do. Survivors weren't lucky. They'd already built the redundancy that made loss nearly impossible. Your data can absolutely survive the machine's destruction, but only if redundancy existed first. So the answer to our question depends largely on you, not just on the flames. Go check tonight. Does your most precious file exist in two separate places?